Before we begin tonight's show, we would like to acknowledge that we are performing on stolen land, the lands of the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nations. We pay our respects to their elders past and present, and to any First Nations people who are here tonight. We acknowledge that sovereignty has never been ceded and no treaty is being signed. Always was, always will be, Aboriginal land.
This is a tape-recorded interview with Victor Michael Daher, currently at the Port Phillip Correctional Centre on the 15th day of November 2017. Do you agree that the time now is about 8 minutes to 7 p.m?
Yeah.
There are homicide detectives on their way here now, and they intend to interview you in relation to the death of Gregory Hendicott. The police will inform you of your rights. As you know, you do not have to say or do anything. But anything you say or do may be given in evidence. Do you understand that?
Yep.
You also have the right to communicate with, or attempt to communicate with, a friend or relative to inform that person of your whereabouts. You also have the right to communicate with, or attempt to communicate with, a legal practitioner. Do you understand these rights?
Yep.
And do you wish to exercise these rights at this stage before the police arrive?
Nah.
Like I said, I have a couple of questions I'd like to ask you in relation to the death of Gregory Hendicott. Do you have any comment you'd like to make about that?
No comments.
No comment?
No comments.
Gregory Hendicott was located in the Metropolitan Special Programs Centre of this facility, deceased at approximately 12:45 this afternoon. Do you have any comment to make about that?
No comments.
Do you intend to answer all of the police's questions in that way?
Yep.
You are about to receive a phone call from an inmate at
Can't ask him.
Port Phillip Correctional
If you can ask him
Centre.
without
Your
mention-
conversation will be recorded and may be monitored.
Maybe
If you
say
do
that
not
we
wish to
fucking
receive
shut
this
up.
call, please hang up now. Go ahead, please.
Maz,
Hey bro, how you going?
how you going?
Yeah, been busy. Long week. A lot on, eh?
How's everything at the garage?
It's a fair bit of work on. Yeah, steady. Steady as.
All good otherwise?
Yeah?
Yeah?
What?
Don't bullshit me.
What? It's fine.
I spoke to Aiden, mate.
Fucking cunt.
Hey, I'm talking to you. How bad?
It's just the council's on my back, bro. They slapped me with these fire safety regulation breaches. It's $1,000 a week until I can get a fire safety statement completed. And all that shit needs to be done 3 months before the fucking statement's even issued. And then there's the air cooling system. The inspector that sent around records I'm going to give everyone fucking Legionnaire's disease.
So what are you going to do?
I don't know. Can we talk about this on Saturday?
Yeah.
So what's up with you?
Warangbi, 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 Yawonga.
I wondered if... Old mate used to say hi.
Yeah, I remember. He's never...
Oh, who the fuck has?
How's Mum?
Same. Day centre's arcing up a bit.
About what?
Oh, her incontinence. They say they don't have the staff to manage her pads, and if she has an accident needs changing, and you know.
How fucking long will it take? In 2 minutes?
Well, they say if they do it for her, then they need to do it for everyone, and they don't have the staff.
What the fuck else are they doing there?
She doesn't even remember she goes there, bro. Hey, I don't know, can we talk about this on Saturday?
Yeah. Hey. Warangbi, 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 Yawonga. Let him know.
He asked about the garage the other day specifically. I told him to ask you about it, that's all I said. Did he say anything about the cunt who killed Joe's kid? I told you would hear something. What did he say?
He said, Warangabi, 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 Yawonga.
The cunt who killed Joe's kid, he's at Port Phillip, locked up with Victor? Fuck.
I suppose it's not that much of a coincidence. I mean, Joe's never visited Victor in jail. There's nothing to connect them. There's no VRN, no link to trigger anything in the system.
At court at the pre-sentencing hearing, a month or so ago on the telly, they said Joe just stared at the cunt.
Yeah, Handicott. Gregory Handicott.
Yeah, that's him.
You seen Joe recently?
A couple of months ago at the shops. You?
Nah, not since the kid's funeral with Natasha.
Where's she at?
She fucked off up north before Victor was even sentenced. Had the kid, and then years later the kid's come down to live with Joe.
Are you gonna tell Joe? Did Victor say to tell Joe? Why, you reckon?
Well, they listen in on every conversation nowadays. There is no whys anymore.
Probably just to tell Joe he's gonna get at the cunt, you know?
I don't want to phone Joe.
I'll knock on his door if you want.
And earlier today, convicted murderer Gregory Handicott displayed no emotion as he was sentenced to life imprisonment by Justice Denby in the Supreme Court. It was never clear to police whether this murder, which occurred outside a popular gay nightclub on Chapel Street, was a random attack or whether Timothy Wilson was the victim of a targeted hate crime. Mr Wilson, who was 18 years old at the time, was stabbed to death while his partner, David Lawford, was in the bathroom that night. This sentencing comes ahead of the Marriage Law Postal Survey result, to be announced next Wednesday, the 15th of November. Gregory Handicott will spend at least 15 years behind bars before he is eligible for parole. And in other news, the Prime Minister today...
Hey, Mum. Thanks, Mum. I'm glad it's over too. No, I didn't end up going. Natasha? I'm not sure she turns her phone off. It's been off the entire day. I don't know how I'm feeling, Mum. No worries. Putting on. Hey, Dad. Yeah, 15-year minimum. Yeah, no, not much for the taking of a life. I suppose so. Yeah, alright. Put it back on. Hey, Mum. I've got to go. There's someone at the door. I will, Mum. The announcement? Yes, next Wednesday. I believe so. That's lovely, Mum. Thanks, Mum. Okay, bye. Bye for now. Your father and I have told all the parishioners at church to vote yes in Timmy's honour, and what a wonderful boy he was.
Oh dear. Well, every vote counts.
Well, she can be relentless.
I like her. She was always great when we popped over.
You want something to drink?
No, I'm good. I've got a bottle of water in the car.
Did you end up going today?
I didn't see Natasha there.
Yeah, I haven't been able to get a hold of her. She told me she was coming down today, but yeah, I haven't been able to get hold of her.
How are you and Natasha?
Not good. We were okay, but I don't know. It's different. She gave birth to him, David, even though he lived with me.
Was that a thing?
Boys should be with their fathers. It's fucking true. Especially gay boys.
Oh, okay. In 2017?
Yeah, even in 2017.
Oh, thank you for coming along to my birthday the other week.
Yeah, sorry I couldn't stay long.
I'm just glad you were there for a bit.
Of course. It was nice to see your folks again.
Timmy was so good with them.
He liked them.
Joe, there's something I wanted to tell you. There's something I want you to know. You know I was in the bathroom while Timmy was being attacked?
Look, it's shit the way the media has flogged that horse, mate. I'm sorry that's happened.
It's just... I was fucking around in the bathroom with this other guy. This friend of ours. We both had some fun with it on some occasion. It was just for a few minutes. While Timmy was being attacked. While Timmy was being killed. I would have told Timmy. We always told each other about one of things like that. Stuff we did. We were always really open about stuff like that. We even used it as a kind of playful turn on. And it never really caused any dramas.
Timmy wouldn't want you to guilt yourself.
I know. I just wish I had the chance to tell him. The chance to share it with him. Like we always did.
Well, knowing what you know, that's all that matters.
Yeah. Just before the judge started reading out the sentencing, Endicott, he looked across at me and smirked.
Did he?
Joe, are you okay? Joe. It's on Wednesday. The announcement.
need to talk to you about Daho.
I read your email.
Did you listen to the call?
Beck, I read your email.
Warangabi, Yawonga. However the fuck you spell it.
Tawonga, small town in the high country. You sure he didn't say Tawonga?
If you'd listened to the call,
I'll listen to the call.
I cross-referenced Yawonga and Warangabi with all ATSI identified open and closed files in the system. Nothing, if I'm spelling it right. And I called the Aboriginal Corporation for Languages, spoke to this lady, Auntie Bev. She mentioned Tawonga, but she said Warangabi didn't ring any bells and sounded like some kind of localised anglicisation. She said she'll speak to her colleagues, the team meeting next week. The Indigenous translation for Tawonga is flight through the air.
Oh, yeah, that's wonderful. John Killick was the first Australian to successfully escape from prison via helicopter from Silver Water. Fucking Sydney. Hopeless. His missus hijacked the helicopter.
That's a woman! There's nothing linking Daho to any of the drone drops we've investigated.
Dahar's been somewhat of a mentor to these young Muslim fellas coming through the programme.
He's not even Muslim, Bruce.
You know what I mean.
What about that betting ring he was running?
Just keep monitoring the situation. He's a triple murderer, love. If some half-baked betting ring is all he's been up to, I'd say we're doing pretty damn well.
Have you read that intel report from the cops regarding that new bloke who arrived yesterday? On the news last night? Gregory Hendicott?
When did they send that through?
Hey, Maz.
Joe.
G'day, mate.
Joe, hey.
So what's going on?
How's your mum?
Yeah, she's old.
Yeah, I see her sometimes out with that group.
Yeah, the day centre she goes to, they have these outings.
I hear the garage is running to some shit.
Well, fucking hell. It's nothing. It's just like council regulation shit, OH&S stuff.
So what's up?
Gregory Hendicott. He's at Port Phillip. He's in the same unit as Victor.
I thought Victor was at Barwon.
Nah, not for a couple of years now.
How was he able to tell you without they listen or record your phone calls, your visits?
Yeah.
Don't they?
Yeah, everything's recorded.
I read in the paper about some betting account. Was that you?
No, I was never charged. But Victor,
Poor prick spent 1 month in the slot over that.
What exactly did Victor say?
he said, Warangabi, Yawonga. Look, this Hendicott, he may only be in there temporarily. They've got this violent offenders therapeutic program program, and Victor's sort of been there indefinitely, but most of the others just move through.
Yeah, when do you next talk to him?
Saturday, visitation. Hey, that death stare you gave Handicott at the sentence here, did you get any blowback from the cops? Anyway, he told me to let you know.
Tell Victor I said thank you.
Fantasize about getting off with zombie chicks?
No.
You will.
Take it these are friendly zombie chicks. Because don't you have zombies attacking you in those dreams you have, you know, where they're all fucking coming at you?
Oh, they're more zombie blokes.
Ah.
Like animals, beasts.
Have you ever shot an animal?
Shot a cockatoo once. It's for no reason. Who's this old single shot 22? I felt so bad afterwards. I took it home, plucked it, gutted it, and cooked it up. Just to, you know, show it the proper respects. At that late stage.
How'd it taste?
Not great.
I shot a magpie once with an old shotgun. I think it was just a case of resentment, you know, building up over time. Fucking magpies.
I hear. Some days in this fucking place, the mind-numbing hopelessness of it all.
Ah, what are you talking about, mate? I love this shit.
The gronks you have to listen to and the shit they talk.
One smack in the head, mate. That's what most of these cunts need.
True.
Hey, at least you're not hanging naked from a doorknob in some fancy hotel room in Sydney with your dead cock in your fucking hand.
There is always that. I hope he at least blew his load.
I know you do, mate. I know you do.
But if I had a choice, his life and how it ended, the doorknob, cock out, the whole fucking world knowing about it, or my life in here,
Mate, hotel rooms are just another cell with fancy soap.
yeah, true.
Hey, did you clock that newbie at muster this morning?
No.
Endicott. No. He kept eyeing you off.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't notice.
No.
Thought you'd notice.
I fucking will now.
go early, eh?
Yeah, usually between like 9 and 10, so yeah, about now.
How you gonna tell him?
I don't know.
You told Joe. That's what he asked you to do. Just tell him what Joe said. Done.
Yeah, right. Done.
What?
Doesn't matter. Fuck, it's him again.
Just tell him he's been too fucking busy here.
And what do I say about Joe?
Let him bring it up.
You will bring it up.
You are about to receive a phone call from an inmate at Port Phillip Correctional Centre. Your conversation will be recorded and may be monitored. If you do not wish to receive this call, please hang up now. Go ahead, please.
Guess you're not coming today.
Yeah, there's too much going on here, man. I'm sorry, it's fucking full on. I'll see you next Saturday.
Yeah. Did you tell him?
Not yet.
Hey, you remember when we were kids and Mum used to drive us to Williamstown?
Yeah.
Yeah, you remember that park near the water? You know, the one with the tower?
Yeah, the time ball tower.
Time ball tower, that's it. Fucking time ball tower. Yeah, it's summer, we'd close our eyes and then the light.
Yeah.
Yeah, the light, you know, late afternoon on the bay. The light. Is it still like that?
Yeah, bro. It's still there.
We've got to move in, Bruce.
Where to?
Segregation. Remove the immediate threat.
What threat? There's nothing to indicate anything immediate. There isn't even enough to take this to the governor.
Something's brewing, you know it.
It's a question of prioritising the risk level. You want him moved? I need more. I'm not going to the governor with this fucking wog talk.
For real? You know what he's capable of. Why the fuck is Daher sharing a cell with a serial sexual predator?
Everyone's got to be somewhere.
I want to interview Daher.
And tip him off that. It's on our radar. Whatever this is.
He knows we're listening to his calls.
You're not a qualified psychologist yet.
We give him a heads up that he's got our attention. He might just drop whatever he's trying to get happening.
Of which we don't have a clue.
Warangabi, 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 Yawonga. That's what's happening.
You can't even spell it.
I've googled it, tried all different spellings. I must be spelling it differently or wrong.
Your generation can't spell.
Friday morning, sunshine, 7th of June 1996. One machete found at the scene with the fingerprints of both of your victims on it. Forensic evidence suggested that there were two other people present at the time, a male and a female. Friends of yours? They were present in the room when the first victim was shot in the head and when the 3 rounds were fired into his mate. The ballistics report initially argued that the gun was discharged by a left-handed person. The manner in which the shell casings were scattered on the floor suggested a left-handed shooter. But you're right-hand dominant, aren't you? The living man controls the crime scene. Right, Victor?
So they say.
Clear case of self-defense. Home invasion. Is there anything I'm missing? Then, the siege in Keilor East.
Senior Constable Daniel Wakefield.
The deceased Senior Constable Daniel Wakefield, who you claim fired at you first?
No. I never claimed that Senior Constable Daniel Wakefield fired at me first. I said the police fired at me first. The forensic evidence shows, Your Honour, that his handgun was not the first weapon fired when police raided the property.
Cops lie under oath.
Everybody fucking lies.
So after Keilor East, the home invasion defence dies in the arse. The Crown presents another ballistics report which argues that the location of the shell casings was inconclusive. The presence of your two friends, one who may be left-handed and may be guilty of a double homicide, gets lost amidst the headline of a dead police officer for which you are solely responsible. I can't imagine how life without parole feels.
You don't have to.
I'm not talking about the legal consequences of what you did. I'm talking about the psychological penalties. What effect have these murders that you committed had on you as a person? How you see yourself?
I go from A to B when you say go from A to B. Stand on the yellow line, go here, sit there. Now you want to know what I'm fucking thinking.
Do you have nightmares?
Ah, fuck me, Dad. Really?
Is that a yes?
There is one nightmare. Suppose you could call it a nightmare. I'll call it a minor irritation. So, the nightmare goes, I'm staying in this fancy hotel room up in Sydney. And I'm hanging from the doorknob with my belt around my neck, and I'm trying to get a wank on. But I cannot get hard because room service keeps banging on the fucking door. So finally I tell them to fuck off so I can really concentrate. Now I'm really able to get a good fucking rhythm going, you know, and I'm fucking really working it. And the belt's getting tighter around my neck and I'm really fucking going for it. And just as I'm about to come, I wake up. And I realise I'm not in a fancy hotel room up in old Sydney town. I'm in a cell in Port Phillip Prison. And there's not a doorknob in sight. Then I fall back asleep.
Almost 20 years ago. Time flies.
Sure does. Michael Hutchins was a sexy cunt.
Good songs?
Good songs.
Warangabi, 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 Yawonga. Sounds a bit like a song. Maybe the cops can have a chat to Maz about it. Or see if it rings any bells with your mum.
Doubt that.
You were educated at Christian Brothers College in Yarraville. You were baptised.
We played footy, it was more fun than religion.
You played footy?
This fucking interview's over.
You planted more tomatoes this year? guys have had some great weather up there recently.
Yeah. All different types. Broad beans, legumes, all sorts. Paul's helping me out at the markets now. Pestos, dips, pasta sauces. They all sold really well last year. Easy to make. Hoping to eventually hire someone to look after the store. Give me more time for... I don't know what.
Have you been sleeping?
It's all the same.
I wake up and I think, he's in this room. And I'm sleeping at the end of my bed. Do you get that?
No. Must be harder for you. You got to keep him in the end.
No, I don't think it's harder for me, Tash. You gave birth to him, you nurtured him, you gave him that security, that core. He just needed me. Oh, I thought he needed his father. I thought he needed this city. As he grew older. Maybe got the best of both of us.
Hope that's true.
You said you were coming down for the sentencing.
Why didn't you go?
I saw him once, that was enough.
So how have you been coping?
Listening to a lot of music,
Yeah? What kind of stuff?
anything without words.
Have you heard anything from anyone?
No.
I just thought you might have heard something through some of the people.
No, I haven't.
Did you ever tell Timmy about you and Victor?
Sons don't want to know who their father was fucking and selling drugs with before they were even born.
Never occurred to you that it might have made things easier for Timmy coming out?
Timmy never had to come out.
I wouldn't know.
Doesn't matter.
I didn't do what I had to do that night.
Natasha.
Saw Maz at Timmy's funeral.
It's all a bit of a blur that day.
I just thought it was nice he was there, that's all.
How many different types of tomatoes have you planted? We should set up a polytunnel for next winter.
Victor. I can't.
Fuck. Yes, mate.
I had another one of those dreams.
Which one?
The post-apocalyptic world where they're all coming at me.
Like scavenging for food and stuff. Like,
They're just all coming at me, one after another. I'm fucking tearing them to pieces, one after another.
yeah, well, you got to defend yourself.
Nah, it's beyond that. They're trying to tear me to pieces, mate. It's fucking primal.
Big fellas.
And I'm naked.
You got big fellas coming at you one after another. And you're all fucking tearing them to pieces one after another. Just fucking boom. And you're naked.
Yep.
I think I got a hard on.
I'm fucking serious, bro.
Alright. Easy,
They're
damage.
trying to
Easy.
fucking tear me to pieces.
I hear you, mate. I hear you. Easy damage. Look, mate, dreams are just a fucking garbage collection of all the shit that's been piling up in your head during the day. That's it. Did you clock that handicap cunt yet?
Sizing me up at lunch today.
Fucking told you.
Fucking give me this.
Told you.
And don't fucking tell me to calm down.
I'm not. I'm not. He's getting ready to have a go, mate, you know that. And there's only one fucking response to that. And we've got to get in first.
You said his boyfriend was on Nebraska when he got at him.
Safer on Nebraska than a night out on Chapel Street these days, it seems, eh?
What's the fucking world coming to when you can't even take a dump without someone getting murdered? Every time he chucks a shit now, he's going to be sitting there thinking, is everyone okay? Poor bastard. Elvis. Elvis died on the Brazzy.
No, Elvis was found on the floor. He fell off the Brasco. So he was all done. He'd fucking wiped his ass, pulled up his decks and everything.
Well, that's why he is the king.
Yeah. This handy cunt's no king.
Nah, he's no fucking king.
Needs to be taught some fucking manners. Pay him a visit in his cell.
Like an intruder.
Yeah. Like an intruder.
Sounds like the haka.
Not in New Zealand, love.
Warangabi. Warangabi. Do you know how many ways you can spell Warangabi? It's fucking ridiculous. 2 R's, you reckon? Yeah, 2 R's, definitely. Hey Siri. Rangabi, 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 Yawonga. Bruce! It worked!
What?
It's a war cry.
A war cry?
In football, like the haka. It's the war cry at Christian Brothers College in Yarraville. The rugby team sing it before they play. It's on the school website. Orangaby, 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 Yawonga. Nullaware, 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 Nonga. Wangaratta, Wangaratta, Wamandu. Yarraville, Yarraville, Blue Gold Blue.
Dahar went there, we know that.
Maz must have gone there too.
They're brothers. It's somewhat likely they both went to the same high school.
What if, when he was referring to old mate, it was actually someone else who was educated at Christian Brothers College? What year did Dahar finish up high school, do you know?
92.
What about the school annual? They would have a listing and maybe even photographs of all of Dahar's classmates.
Yeah, give him a bell.
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Rebecca Strang and I'm calling from Corrections Victoria. I'm just making some inquiries and need to access information about students who graduated in 1992. Are there any copies of the school annual lying around the office? I'm not really able to say. I understand you must have limited copies. Rebecca Strang, Corrections Victoria. Maybe if you could scan and email the relevant pages. Names and photographs of all Year 12 students. And details of anyone who is left-handed. Yeah, if there was a left-handed cricketer or footy player or sports person and it's mentioned on the off chance. That's right. Year 12 pupils only. Yeah, 1992. r.strang@cv.vic.gov.au. Yeah. That would be great. It's a matter of some urgency. Thank you.
With this high and consistent exposure rate across ages, states and territories and Commonwealth electorates, Australians can have confidence these statistics reflect review of the eligible population. And now the official results of the Australian Marriage Law Postal Survey. For the national result, yes responses, 7,817,247, representing 61.6% of clear responses. That's 61.6% of clear responses were yes.
Yes!
No response, 4,873,987, representing 38.4% of clear responses. That's 38.4% of clear responses were no. A further 36,686 responses were unclear, representing 0.2% of responses. At a state and territory level, every state and territory recorded a majority yes result.
Majority in all the states too. That's a resounding victory.
Wow! It's happened!
Like I said, be careful what you wish for.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'm the married type, but I wish Timmy was here.
So do we, David.
I feel so lucky and proud and grateful.
About time.
Team Australia, eh?
Team Australia. Got plans tonight? Is that another call coming through?
No.
You can answer it.
That's
You should
right.
be celebrating, mate.
It's just a text. Some friends might be finishing work early.
Timmy's gone, David. We're all so lucky to have such amazing memories of him. That's all that's left now. He'd really want you to get on with your life.
I know. I suppose I should get going. Thanks for... I just wanted to be here today. When are you headed home, Natasha?
I'm gonna head home tomorrow morning. There's nothing left for me in Melbourne anymore.
What about you, Joe?
I'll do something or other sometime.
Got it, it's come through. There he is. Wants to study computer science. How it all went wrong.
Poor cunt never stood a chance.
Joseph Wilson. Wilson.
Who's he when he's at home?
The victim. Fuck. Timothy Wilson. Parents, Natasha and Joseph Wilson. It's Endicott. Fuck. It's Endicott. Fuck! Darho was at school with the kid's dad, Joseph Wilson. Darho knows the victim's father.
I put it to you that you in fact caused certain injuries to Gregory Endicott. What do you have to say about that?
No comment.
And as a result of those injuries inflicted on Gregory Endicott, he subsequently died. Do you have any comment to make about that?
No comment.
Is there anything further you'd like to add at this stage before the detectives arrive?
Just that I acted in self-defense.
Did you want to clarify that? Or...
No, that's all.
That's all?
That's all.
Well, how did he end up on the Brasco?
No comment.